Everyone, and thank you for joining me. I already love this book. Don't you love the title? A Valentine for Frankenstein. And look at this picture. I don't know, I think it's just adorable. What do you think? Can Frankenstein figure out the identity of his secret Valentine? And can the other monsters finally accept him for the monster that he is? This book is written by Leslie Kimmelman and illustrations by Timothy Bank. A Valentine for Frankenstein. An icky eyeball cupcake for Alex, my monstrously marvelous editor. A Valentine for my three little monsters, TB. That's the dedication. A Valentine for Frankenstein, Leslie Kimmelman. Illustrations by Timothy Banks, and he will be TB. And Leslie Kimmelman will be LK, who dedicated this for her editor. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colors, look at the picture. How creative. Oh my. All over town, monsters were getting ready for the Valentine's Day bash. Taking slime baths, ew, yuck, teasing and tangling their tails, and sharpening their claws and fangs. Oh, do we sharpen our fangs and our claws? We do not have fangs and claws, and we do not sharpen them either. In his castle, Frankenstein was getting ready too. He looked in the mirror. His skin was a ghastly shade of green. His head was an almost perfect square. His flower was droopy and near dead. Still, the other monsters all made fun of him. "Just two eyes," said Smellabella. "No tail," said Werewolf. "He looks almost a human." "And he's nice," sneered the Spike. "Blah." "Oh, I don't believe he's a monster at all," said Brains. Meany little ones." But Frankenstein was comfortable in his own green skin. So he stitched on his crookedest smile. He put on his crookedest smile. It still doesn't look that crooked, does it? Dressed in his worst tuxedo and set off for the party. What a fiendish fiesta! There were revolting contests, repulsive snacks, and a real live band. Well, kind of live. Right? Take a look. What do you think? But maybe to Frankenstein and his friends, this is a live band, huh? Crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this baby monster with one eye. Oh, so cute. And the green one. The cupcake decorating contest was first. 3i Vi made a cupcake called "This Icky Eyeball is Watching You." Martina or Wartina's creation had fungus filling and toenail frosting. Ew, yucky. Frankenstein made the grossest cupcake he could think of. He held it up to the judges and smiled. "You call that a monster cupcake?" Smellabella jeered. "No bugs, no slime, and glitter on top?" 3-eyed Vi threw a cupcake at his face. "Bullseye," said Frankenstein. "Good aim, Vi." Where's his cupcake? Oh, here it is. Oh, it looks lovely. I mean, gross, but lovely. Next came the banana slug pie eating contest. Frankenstein was super speedy. He thought he would win until he wiped his mouth with a napkin and was immediately disqualified. Why do you think he was disqualified? Is Frankenstein behaving like a gross monster? Or is he behaving like a polite monster? Maybe that's why they are disqualifying him, right? Because look at this monster, what he's doing, right? Incredibly disgusting, revolting. "That's not how monsters eat, Buster," Spike snickered. He put a pie on the floor, stomped on it, and then snarfed the pieces from between his hairy toes. "Ew! That's how monsters eat." "Wow," said Frankenstein admiringly. "You are very talented. You're very talented." The last contest was for burping. Frankenstein was the loudest, longest, smelliest burp he'd ever made. "You call that a burp?" said Stinker. "That was a cough, a hiccup. It was almost a giggle." Just then, a monster burped so loudly the ground shook. "Way to go, Belcher!" yelled the Smellabella. "That was epic." Frankenstein had never seen Belcher before. She was taller than he was, with piles of tangled black hair and a beautiful smile. "Awesome," said Frankenstein, smitten. He was in love. But before Frankenstein could congratulate Belcher on her terrifically disgusting award-winning burp, the band began to play. The monsters were wild about dancing. Mummies unwrapped, fangs flew, a skeleton named Bones fell to pieces. Luckily, Frankenstein was there to lend a hand. Belcher boogied like a pro. Frankenstein tried to copy her. He tried to copy her moves. But during the zombie rumba, he fell flat on his face. It was hard to rumba with 2 left feet. Oh, I can understand that. When he stood up, he noticed something sticking out of his pocket. It was a Valentine's Day card. "Please be mine, Frankenstein," said his Valentine. "For me?" thought Frankenstein. It was his first Valentine ever. Which ghoul could have put it there? "Was it you, Rainbow?" he asked, holding up the card. Rainbow answered by spitting at him in 5 colors. "Impressive," said Frankenstein, cleaning his face with his handkerchief and sighing softly. "As if," said Headless Harriet, before he could even ask. Then she removed her head and threw some purple glop at him. The soft glop didn't hurt, though his feelings did. "Still, cool color," Frankenstein managed to reply. Frankenstein searched the card for clues. The card was zigzag shaped. The writing was red. It had the whiff of something stinky and wonderful. Just then, Belcher bobbed by. She had a red marker in her pocket. She had a zigzag stripe in her hair. She had a wonderful, stinky smell wafting off her. She had to be his secret Valentine. Frankenstein tapped Belcher on the shoulder. She turned around and let out a deep and awesome burp. "Please be mine, Frankenstein," she said sweetly. Frankenstein grinned so wildly some stitches popped. He gave Belcher a warm wristband. She gave Frankenstein a piece of snot-flavored bubblegum. Ew! The other monsters noticed and wondered. What did Belcher see in him? "I've never met a friendly monster before," gushed Belcher. "He's my kind of monster." "He did notice my perfect aim," said the three-eyed Vi slowly. "And my monster manners," observed Spike. "His extra body parts come in handy," mumbled Bones. Remember, he put Bones together. "I guess it's okay to be nice sometimes," Headless Harriet added, remembering that Frankenstein had liked her purple glove. "If that's the kind of monster you are." The music started up again. The monster joined together in a ginormous kicking, spitting, burping, gnashing, glitter-tastic conga line. Every kind of monster was welcome. After all, a monster is a monster is a monster. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you for joining me. Bye.